Hello everyone, I am Sujit Pathak from Team Amoeboids and I'm going to talk about a new feature from our app called Automated Release Notes for Jira. And the name of this feature is Custom Variables. Here I'm assuming that you already know about the different features of this app, basic features of this app, such as templates, rules, through which you can create different types of templates for your release notes or reports, and then automate distribution of those release notes and reports through automation rules in ARM. Now, to further customize your templates, we have provided this new feature called custom variables. At the moment, there are four types of custom variables that you can create: single list, single choice, then short text, number type of custom variables, or date picker type of custom variables. There could be vast number of use cases for which these custom variables can be used for. Uh, to understand the use of these custom variables in ARN templates, we are going to take one scenario for which one practical use case through which I am going to explain you how these custom variables can be used to further customize your ARN templates. So many teams in software development, what they do is they generate release notes for their customers. Many times, the release notes are common for all their customers or users, where all the changes in a particular release version are mentioned in a single release notes document. But for some teams, what they do is they create a customized document for each customer in which only the changes which are specific to that particular customer or the changes which are common for all customers are highlighted, and those changes which are not related to the particular customer are not highlighted into that particular document. So basically, to generate customized release notes for each of your customer, this is the use case here what we are going to look at. So let us see how a typical setup looks like within your Jira. So this is my Jira issue, and in this Jira issue, uh, I have created one custom field called customer, and as you can see, one customer has been assigned to this particular Jira issue, which is Green Tech Inc. If you notice in this particular custom field, there is a list of different customers that I have, and there is also one option called all customers. So all those changes where which are applicable to all the customers, then I will select this all customer option. Otherwise, if the change is specific to a certain customer, then I will only choose that particular customer in this custom field. So if you look at all the issues within a particular version of my uh, release, then you will notice in the customer field for each issue there is one customer assigned, and for certain issues which are applicable to all customers, all customer option has been selected. Now let us see how this works. So for example, I want to generate a release note which is dedicated for this customer called Edumax Learning. Here, what I would do, or what I would want rather, is I want to include all the issues which are concerning with this particular customer called EduMax Learning. So naturally, I would want these two issues where customer field contains EduMax Learning into my release notes, and second, I would want these issues which are common for all the customers. Except for these 6 7 issues, I don't want other issues where EduMax Learning is not concerned. I don't want these issues to be included into a release notes document which is related to this particular customer called EduMax Learning. So this is how a customized release notes document I want to generate for my release. So basically for this particular release, as you can see, there are around 5 customers that are involved. So I would generate 5 different customized release notes document, each dedicated to a particular customer from this customer field. This is my requirement. How do I do it from ARN? Let us see. So just like you have created this custom field in Jira called customer, I would go on and create a custom variable within ARN. I have already created it. The name of the custom variable is CV underscore customer. So any custom variable which you create in ARN, it is always prefixed with this code called CV underscore. CV stands for custom variables. Now, if you notice the configurations of this particular custom variable, you will see that just like in my Jira custom field, I have these options of my customer names. I have used same options within the configuration of this particular custom variable. The type of this custom variable is select list single choice. That's why I have been able to add these options, these values of these customer names as options. And there is a last option called all customers. One of the options has been marked as default option. As we go along in further sections of this video, I will explain you how this default option works. But just for now, just keep in your mind that one of the options called green tech INC has been marked as default option. So this is the first step, which is a one-time setup. I have created a custom variable in ARN, which is has a similar configuration like the custom field that I have in Jira. Once I have created this custom variable, I am now free to use this custom variable within my ARN templates. Though I have created this custom variable from this particular project in Jira, I can use it even within the templates which are created from other projects of my Jira instance. So the custom variables are global in nature by default. Now I copy this custom variable and now I'm going to use it within the templates. So if I navigate to the templates tab, I will navigate to one of my templates where I have already added this custom variable. The name of this template is customer release notes email. Now, if you notice, even within the subject line, email subject line, I have already added this custom variable. So just to indicate from the email subject itself that this email is dedicated to a particular customer. These release notes are dedicated to a particular customer. So that's why I have used this custom variable here. Even within the body text of this email, I have used custom variable at various locations. So just like you use your normal ARN variables like version name, release date, you have to use these custom variables within square brackets so that the system understand that this is a variable and then it behaves accordingly. Now, most important part of this template here is there are two JQL sections that have been included. So I'm again assuming here that you are aware of how JQL sections within ARN templates work. If you are not aware, I would suggest that you first look at the video tutorial on how to use a JQL section within ARN templates and then come back to this video. Now, first JQL section basically pulls up data from those Jira tickets which are related to a particular customer. That's why you can see from the name or title of the JQL section itself that enhancements for this customer. So whatever the input against this custom variable will come when I run this template, this JQL section will pull data related to that particular customer. And the second JQL section is common, means it will pull data from all those Jira tickets which are common for all customers. So these are the two JQL sections that I have included in my template. Let us see the configurations of this first JQL section. So as you can see in the title itself, I have used the custom variable customer. There is a stats macro that I have included in the title which indicates number of issues that are dedicated to this particular customer in the particular release. In the description field as well, I have used the custom variable here. And most important thing, I have used the custom variable within my JQL as well. And this is where the system is going to understand which Jira issues to fetch. So if you notice this particular custom field that I have created in my Jira called customer, I have used that custom field within my JQL, and against that particular custom field I will use the custom variable that I have created in my AR. So my JQL stands like project is equal to project ID, fixed version is equal to version ID, and customer is equal to CV underscore customer. So as these are variables, when we run this template, the system will ask you inputs against this variable. So when I provide a version input and an input against this custom variable, automatically my JQL will form to pull certain tickets from the particular version. Now, if you notice, this JQL is already validated. Why it is validated? Because in the background, it has used the default value that we had set against this custom variable to validate this JQL against this particular custom field called customer. So this is the first location where the system is going to use the default value of your custom fields. So if you have set up the default value of your custom variable, then it will be used for JQL validations by the system. Now we have understood the basic setup of this first JQL section. We will move on to the second JQL section. In the second JQL section, as I already mentioned, that is going to pull only those issues which are applicable for all customers in my release. So I have directly used all customers as a hard-coded value against this customer field in my JQ. So this is as simple as it gets. Even within the stats macro, I have used the same JQ. Now, once we are done with this configuration, I will show you the preview of this template. So this is the preview page, and as you can see, when I preview this template along with the version variable, it is also the system is also asking me for an input against the custom variables. And as you can notice, the default value that we had set against this custom variable is pre-selected here in this dropdown. So this is the second place where your default value is being used. So if you are repeatedly, triggering your template for a particular value, you can set that value as a default value so that you don't have to select that value repeatedly on this particular form. Sorry. So let us provide an input of version here against version variable, and in the custom variable let us select Amoeboids learning as our customer, and let us click on preview. So as you can see, at all places where we had used that custom variable within the template body, the value has been now replaced with the actual value that we have provided in this on this preview screen. So you can see in the subject line or in the template body, at all places the custom variable is getting replaced. And this is the first JQL section that we had created. As you can see, the title of the JQL section is now customized with the particular customer that we have used. And you can see it has pulled data from two Jira tickets which are related to that particular customer. So if you go back to this issue list and search for Edumax Learning, you can see there are two issues: improve search functionality and learning platform API. And you can see platform API and this customization feature. These two Jira tickets has been pulled into my first JQL section as I have used this custom variable. And the second JQL section, as we already discussed, it is pulling data from all those tickets which are common for all the customers. Now, next, if I want to use same template to generate living notes for, let's say, FinVerge Capital, I will just change the value of custom variable and click on preview, And as you can see now, two different issues has been pulled into this for JQ section, which are related to this particular customer, Finverge Capital. Similarly, I can go on for Skybound Logistics. So as you can see, I don't have to edit my template every time when I want to generate release notes for different customers. Just by providing different value against that particular customer variable, I'm able to use same template to generate release notes for customized release notes for multiple customers uh, in my release. So this is one of the use case. So further, I have already created one rule where I have created an email action, and in the email action I have used the same template that we just saw. I have created a similar template in PDF format and used it as an attachment to this email template. And when we trigger this rule, even here, as you can see, because custom variables have been used in the templates of my rule actions, on rule execution as well, it is asking me for an input against that custom variable. So if, for example, if I had used multiple custom variables in my template, on this particular form, it will ask me to provide input against all those custom variables. So let us select a version and keep this default value as input for custom variable and trigger this rule. So when you trigger this rule in the logs, you will see that the rule is in progress, and even in this variable column, you will see whatever the value that you had selected against custom variables. So if you had multiple custom variables here, you will see comma separated values of all those custom variables in the variables tab. When I refresh it, I will see my email is triggered now and attachment is also attached. So I already triggered it earlier. So this is how my email looks into my inbox. So your customer, let's say I am a recipient of this email at GreenTech Inc. I will see a customized release notes dedicated to my company, which showcases changes related to my company and as well as changes which are common for all customers. So you will see it is fully customized. So this is how custom variables can be used to fully customize your uh, release notes or your reports. There are many other use cases for which you can use custom variables. For example, let's say you want to generate a report to showcase bugs reported against different components in last one quarter. So you can create a custom variable against a component field in your Jira and then generate component-wise reports to showcase different bugs that have been reported against different components in a quarter. Or let us say you are not using versions in Jira and you want to generate release notes and include only those issues which have been marked as done within a specific date range. So you can create two date variables, custom variables, and use those date variables within your JQL. And then when you trigger that template, you just select the date range and it will pull data uh, from your Jira tickets according to the date range that you have provided. So according to this, accordingly, there are many other use cases for which custom variables can be used in here. And we just saw one example where you can create uh, customized release notes for your customers using a single template. So this is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much, and do subscribe to the channel so that you will be notified with more such tutorial videos in future. Thank you.